commenter on a previous video recently asked me to look into the role of CEOs in modern business. That first brought to mind whether US CEOs are different from CEOs elsewhere. Most of that difference that people write about is the difference in pay, the allegation being that US CEOs are overpaid. The most common rationalization I've seen for US CEO pay differences versus other countries is that it's a risk premium. US CEOs get more performance pay and get fired more often, supposedly because US corporations have more independent boards more often. Supposedly, the claim regarding US CEO pay is that they should be paid more for taking these risks, that it's a risk premium. I'll continue to delve into this topic. It's a complex one, and the numbers are often deceptive because of stock options and other deferred compensation or performance-based compensation that varies from country to country, and accounting for it varies. Some of the data that I've seen indicate that many of the top-paid CEOs work for companies like McDonald's and Coca-Cola. These are companies that do not fit the product-led growth model that was featured in a recent set of videos on this channel. The PLG model, product-led growth, emphasizes value creation over extraction. If you're in the software industry, you live in a bit of an idealized bubble because you can choose to create value in your software and execute it that way. There's much less scope for that if you're in business of making fizzy drinks and salty chips. The multi-billionaires in software took relatively modest salaries and almost all of their compensation in the form of founders' shares and incentive stock options. Because this wealth is entrepreneurship based and not paid from company cash flow, many people consider it more fair that big outcomes should result in big fortunes. But do those CEOs toiling over how to extract more money from salty snacks and sugary drinks be compensated less? It's a good bet they don't think so. Perhaps we need a sector-by-sector comparison of CEO compensation. Do chips and fizzy drinks call for higher compensation than running a car manufacturer, or are we stuck in some kind of vicious cycle of envy among the CEO class? Perhaps our next stop should be Japan. I hear it's different there.